Edit.
Haley, great to see you again.
Thanks, I see you
And you
too.
are fantastic in this movie. And I was saying, you know, this is not the Haley Joel Osment that we know and love. You are a baddie in this movie.
Yeah, he's a nasty character, and it's always fun to sort of slip into somebody's skin in that way. You know, somebody so different from yourself. So,
Yeah. Were you an Entourage fan before you even signed on? Had you watched the show?
Yeah. I remember watching the show when it came out. I was in high school when it premiered, and then when the film happened, I got to go back and watch a lot of my favorite episodes and sort of get into the feel of the show.
Yeah. Now, do you have one that kind of sticks out in your mind that you really love? Because there are so many good ones.
Yeah, and it's really like the movies. It's the movies that he's working on in those multi-episode arcs. So like Medellin, I think is a real favorite, and I like the Smoke Jumpers one where he's with Stellan Skarsgård, that crazy director. So yeah. And then the Vegas one, I guess.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course. Hey, the boys, you know, you have to go to Vegas if you're in the Entourage team. Now, you know, I watched it. I was a loyal fan of the show, never missed an episode, loved it. And so much fun to be able to have kind of some closure and see these guys on the big screen. But what is it about those four guys? Why does it work so well with them?
I think that they did a really good job of creating a team that you can recognize all those guys. You know, everybody is familiar with those friends of theirs that they're most loyal to, and you know, despite the crazy backdrop for the show, I think it's really that sense of friendship that really makes people, you know, get so invested in the show.
So as an outsider coming in and watching all this, and especially having grown up in Hollywood, how realistic is it?
I think I mean, even the things that seem really heightened are reflective of reality, you know, in this town. Doug was telling a story during the junket where, you know, people talk about all the cameos that are in the show and in the movie and everything, and he was like, you really do run into people like that sometimes. He was sick at home one day and heard a knock at the door, and it was Kurt Russell, who thought he was at Lawrence Kasdan's house, and Doug was like, hello? So, you know, those things, even those things that seem like a heightened reality within the show do actually end up happening.
You have great scene, working with Jeremy Piven. I mean, need I say more? Tell me about working with him, and how do you keep a straight face?
It's tough. Well, I guess what made it easier, though, is that our scenes are so... I mean, we're just going at each other in you know, every scene that we have together practically, and he's just such an intense and just fun actor to work with, and yeah, we actually shot one of our big blow-up scenes in this hotel, and we're right up in each other's faces yelling, and one of the hot lights set the sprinklers off upstairs, and we ended up sitting out in the plaza, me in a bathrobe for like 3 hours there. So yeah,
that's not so bad.
We had some good bonding experiences.
Yeah,
like
not
that.
so bad when you're getting paid for it. Why not? I'll hang out in my my thing too. Working with the guys too. Who cracked you up the most?
They all, I mean, they're all just such funny guys, and they've been a unit for like, you know, a decade or more now. And I didn't know what to expect having watched the show, you know, because it is a, you know, an art imitating life sort of thing, and they have just really grown into such a group that obviously loves working together, and was really generous and welcoming to me being a newcomer into that.
And Billy Bob Thornton as your dad.
Absolutely,
dude.
yeah, he's just a legend, and yeah, he and I bonded over baseball. He's a Cardinals fan, I'm a Dodgers fan, so yeah, we still text about that because we've met twice in the playoffs in the past 2 years. So,
good stuff.
yeah.
Well, great to see you again, of course, and best of luck. You are
Thank you so
always a
much.
pleasure to talk to, and
Thank you.
You really did a great job in this movie.